Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, hello, my name is Kira, and I hit 10 subs. So I have a special video, and it's a story time for 10 subs, and I'm so excited. This story time, I don't know if I've told any of my friends about this or not, but I just decided that I would do the story time because I thought I would get back into story times, because I told a few story times back when I first started doing my channel, so I decided I would do some more story times, and this one is pretty juicy, so stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe because, yeah, I hit 10 subs, and if I can hit 20, I have another story time coming out. So I'm starting my season. Story times is coming up, so this is episode 1 of story times, and I'm super excited and also scared because I feel like I'm gonna run out of story times, but I have a ton, and I feel like if the season goes on to a second season too, there's not gonna be much to see. But anyways, let's get on with the video. Yeah, it really needs to be cleaned. So yeah, this is when it was summer of 2020. It was like really early in the morning, and I was at my stepmom's house, and I swear her house was always haunted, but no one believed me. My sister believed me because, of course, my sister would believe me. And she told me at first that I was just lying and making this stuff up until like something happened, and I want to tell you guys about it. So it was about 2 o'clock in the morning, and I always have to go pee, and I'm like deathly scared to go pee because of like, I'm scared of her house when I was at her house, but they broke up. You should see my crazy ex-stepmom. So I decided that I would ask Piper to go use the restroom with me, and we went to the restroom, and it was like someone was in there, and I looked in my stepdad's room, my stepmom's room and my dad's room, and they were both sound asleep, and I looked in my stepbrother's room. They were both sound asleep as well, so I didn't understand why it was closed. So I opened it and I said, who's in there? I have to use the restroom. And no one said anything. So I tried to open up it again, and it was locked. So I decided just to go back to bed. So I wasn't like that scared because like I could have I thought like, you know when you just think that you're still in a dream? I thought that I was still in a dream when I woke up. So then I went in there, and the door was wide open, and I was like, that's weird, because if it's locked in the middle of the night, how did it get opened? But I decided to ignore that and go on with my day. The same thing happened that night too. I'm telling you, this time I went to my dad and I said, hey daddy, the door's locked. And when I tell you I couldn't get in, that I rattled it so loud, my dad was like, what's going on? And I was like, I can't get the door unlocked. Like, the door is locked to the bathroom. He was like, everybody's asleep, Kira, just try harder. And when I tell you that I tried as hard as I could, and that that door is so easily opened that my stepbrother could have walked by and he could have opened up my bathroom door when I was using the restroom. That's how easy it could have happened. So then he did it, and he just opened it like this, like how it normally was. And I was like, I swear, like, I could not open that for the life of me. And he was like, honey, it's okay, like, maybe you're just like losing your strength, like joking around. I was like, no, like I was actually scared. And so people have said that maybe they were just like weird events that have happened that aren't actually like bad, but they seem bad. So this other day, I was walking outside because she has her memes house, and it's up the hill, and I just want to say that it's all by woods. We're all surrounded by woods, and it's so creepy. So one day, I'm getting shivers, guys. So one day I was walking up to the trampoline, and I saw something running around in the woods, and I was like, oh, come on, Lennon, because like he always scared me. He was like the scaredy guy, like, oh, like, haha, I scared you, like that kind of guy. So I was like, come on, Lennon, come out, let's just go. And I didn't hear anything for a second, and I was like, Lennon, come on, like, stop, bro, like, I'm gonna go tell dad. And then I heard this voice, and it's like, who's dad? Like, in a really, really dark voice. So I went down screaming to my dad. I was like, there's someone in the woods. And I went in there, and Lennon was in there, and Joey was in there. And I was like, and there's no way. This kid, Lennon, he was kind of chubby. So there was like, storage was full, that he could have got down there that quick in like 3 minutes. So I decided to tell my dad, and he was like, Kira, stop, like you're actually beginning to make me feel like there's something wrong with you, like just joking around. And I was like, no, like I swear, like something is actually happening, like we need to move. And I've always told him that we needed to move since the day that we kind of like moved in there with them, because like we would sleep on the couch for like the day that we kind of moved in. And I just didn't feel right the first day that we went there. And this is the story of the first time that I went there. So the first time that I went there, I was like maybe a little bit less than 8, because they were just selling their house. So I think I was like turning 10. I was either turning 10 or I was 10. And I'm 12 now, so you can tell. I just felt off, and at that time nothing has ever really happened to me before that I had to feel like that, but I just did, and it felt creepy. And then all those lines of unfortunate events happened. So let's talk about when something actually did happen. I got sleep paralysis. Usually I do have sleep paralysis because I do end up getting scared in the middle of the night, because I'm just a scaredy cat, and when like something really scary happens to me, I have sleep paralysis. It's not occurring. It will happen once every week, so it is occurring, but it's not like boom 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 boom, now you're good. Like, no, it's more like boom boom, okay, there you go. So this night it was like 3 to 4 o'clock in the morning, and I usually wake up early because so does everybody else. Like everybody else in that house woke up early except for my older step brother Joey. He always woke up at like 3 because he has stayed up all night. So yeah, I woke up and I heard someone in the kitchen, and mind you, they have sliding glass doors, and I can hear like perfectly, like you can hear perfectly if someone's coming in, and I never heard that. So I was like, okay. So I ended up walking into the kitchen, seeing who was there, because I had no fear at this time. Like the first night that I spent over, I had no fear. So I walked in there and there was no one in there, and I was like, oh, okay. So I told my dad, and I was like, hey daddy, I heard someone walking around in the kitchen, just want to know like who it was. That same night I had sleep paralysis when I woke up, because I swear that I saw someone standing right there at the end of the couch. And that night I had sleep paralysis, and it wasn't a person. Like, you know what I mean? You can just tell it was not a person. And I don't want to necessarily say that I was scared, more deathly terrified that I was gonna lose my life. But I know that like it's okay now, but like when you go through stuff like that, like if you're my friend and you see me flinch and I haven't told you stuff like this, then that's probably why. Okay, so another thing of when I had sleep paralysis is when I was in there in the middle of the night and I was walking into my stepmom's room. And okay, so here's the layout. So the kitchen's the first thing that you see when you walk in, kind of like my dad's house. And then you walk further to the side, and then there's a bathroom, Joey's room, Joey and Lennon's room, and then step room, dad's room, and then turn this way. So you're walking and then turn this way. There's the stairs to go upstairs, and then there's the front room. So we fixed it. It looks so good now. But anyways, back to the story. I'm gonna move over here. So I heard someone walking up the stairs, and I was like, oh, it's probably my dad. Like, it's early in the morning. Like, he's probably trying to get stuff done because he was working up there. So I was like, okay, well, he's probably just trying to get stuff done. And I heard like banging, like steps, and I was like, I was like, I don't think my dad would be banging that loud on the steps, but I was like, it's okay, like, he's probably just doing some work. Like, I always think of the best more or less than the bad, because that's how I was raised. So I end up going downstairs in the basement, because there's a little thing down there, and I wanted to do some of my laundry because they did laundry, but not as much as what laundry needs to be done. So, not the Bibles. So anyways, I ended up walking downstairs to go and do my laundry because, well, I'm doing that stuff, like, and like, doing that stuff is like fun, like doing your laundry when no one else does it. Like, I used to think that doing laundry was fun. Yeah, that's how I was raised, is doing laundry was fun. So yeah, where was I have bad memory too. Okay, so I'm gonna tell, oh, I didn't finish that one. So yeah, anyway, so I ended up going back into bed and I ended up sleeping with my dad because my stepmom got up early because she had to go to Brooke, which is like a vet place, I think. I don't know. She just said it's called Brooke, and it's not a school. So yeah, anyways, I ended up sleeping in with him while he was sleeping, but he ended up waking up and then going and doing whatever. So I like kind of ignored it and I was like, nothing probably happened. Like, it was probably just me like imagining it again, because I imagined stuff a lot, or at least I thought I imagined stuff a lot, when in reality probably that stuff that I thought was actually probably stuff that did end up happening. But anyways, let me fix this. Oh no, my piano's about to fall. Just fall already. Okay, but anyways, and what's another time? I'm trying to think. I don't even know if I was in the middle of a story. I don't remember. Okay, another time is we used to play this game, and it's where you run around the trampoline. One person's on the outside, and usually, so there were 4 of us. 2 were on the inside, 3 were on the inside, and 1 ran around the outside. And for some reason, this game came to like all of our heads at the same time. We were like, well, let's play this game, and like we all described it the same way. So like we thought it was pretty cool, so we decided to do it, and it was like a game. So the people would run on the inside, and they would run as fast as they could, and one would jump in the middle. Whoever jumped in the middle first while that guy was still running and tagged them by the side, they would go in first, and they would lay down, and we would jump over them. Now, I tried doing this game by myself with my stepbrother Lennon, well, old stepbrother, and the fact that when he did it, it was like creepy, and when I asked, like, it was just creepy when he did it, because he would like run around the outside, but like, and when didn't I tell you guys, like, he can't run fast because he's like bigger? Yeah, it was creepy because he started running like really, really quick around the outside, and I was like, oh, good job, Lennon, but he wouldn't talk to me like that whole entire time. Like, he just would ignore me. Like, he wouldn't talk to me like creepily, like he would just ignore me creepily. And then when it was his time to go inside, I pushed him down in the middle, and when he fell back, it was just so creepy. Like, he fell back like he's done it before, like he's done that like creepy thing before, and he's never actually done it before. Like he'll like never win because, again, he's a bigger kid, and that's like the fact that he never actually got around to it. Yeah, it was like some ritual crap, and I did not like it. I have one more story, and then that's gonna be all. I'm running out of time, and I have like, I think I'm like 10 minutes in already. So yeah, last story. I have a ton of stories, but there'll be a part 2 coming up. Yes, part 2 of when I lived with my stepmom. So this time I woke up around 7 in the morning. Everybody was already up. I was like, hey, my dad had a garden. I was like, hey Dad, do you want to go up to the garden? He's like, I can't right now, I'm getting ready, like I have to get ready. And I was like, okay, like I'll just go up by myself. And I was like, do you have the watering plant? He said, it's outside. So I went up and I did the watering stuff, and I picked a few strawberries. And it was like in the morning, like we feel good in the morning, like bright outside, like we're feeling pumped, we're feeling like amazing. And I go out there like skipping up the hill, like baddie and all that stuff, and I had my earbuds in because I was using my stepbrother's AirPods, so I was using them, and I was going up and I was like, dang Poppy, you a rider. But that wasn't the song. I don't even remember the song. It's probably something like Baby Shark. It was probably something like that. But I was thinking about doing a video because I like doing videos there, but I did not have my iPhone yet, so I didn't have a YouTube channel. But I ended up going up there, picking some strawberries to eat for breakfast because I was going to make a fruit bowl with yogurt. And I remember picking the blueberry, and that's when I heard someone whisper in my ear, Kira, like a really faint Kira, like they wanted my name. And I was like, huh? So I took one of the earbuds out and no one was around me. And I was like, oh, it's probably just the song. And I was like, yeah, it's probably just this song. So like I ignored it and I was like, it's probably just a song, like nothing too weird. And then it kept on happening. It was like, Kira, and it started getting louder each time. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna take my earbuds out. So I went to go and make the stuff, and everybody was outside on the porch doing whatever while I was making it. So then I kept on hearing it more, and I was like, okay, this is just too creepy. Like, I can't deal with this anymore. Like, you're getting a little too creepy. Like, get the F away. So I told my dad about it, and he was like, oh, Kira, like, my dad does not believe me. Like, he thinks I'm so full of crap. When I'm not. Is it raining? No, I thought it was raining. But yeah. So I told him, and he was like, Kira, you know, it's just your imagination. Like, you tell me stuff like this all the time. Like, you need to, like, settle down. And I was like, I wasn't even thinking about anything bad. And then he was like, okay, go back inside and make that because I'm hungry. And I was like, well, can someone come in with me? So my stepmom came in with me, and she said, Kira, to get my attention. I was like, there it was again. And like, when I tell you I jumped, she was like, Kira, I just said your name. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. And then I heard it again. I was like, Kira, but the same voice. And I was like, yeah, because I thought it was her again. I was like, yeah. And she was like, I didn't say anything. And oh my gosh, that happened the whole entire day. We went to the skate park, happened there. Like, it felt like something was following me around. But that's all. So I don't even know how many stories I told. And my comments are still on, or DM me or text me. How many stories did I tell in this video?